Hello everybody, and welcome to Judge Mathas, and today on trial stands Clockwork Empires, the next game from Gaslight or Gaslamp Games. If you recognize that developer name, it's probably because you played Dungeons of Dreadmore. It is the same developers come back for round 2 within the gaming industry, and this time they're bringing something wildly different than what they brought with Dungeons of Dreadmore. Clockwork Empires, simply put, is a nice mix of Banished and Dwarf Fortress, with, I'd say, more Dwarf Fortress than Banished. Though, it's kind of hard to really say. It's kind of its own genre. It's a simulation survival game. It's a wilderness survival simulation game. The difference is 2 key features, in my opinion. It's taking place in an era of steampunk, so there's some machinery, there's some old-timey, like, blunderbuss guns and all kinds of cool stuff, but more importantly, in my opinion, comes the difference in its setting. And not just steampunk, but I'm talking, it's pulling Lovecraftian themes. There are fish people, horrid monsters, crazy wacky cults, cannibalism. There is an incredible amount of cool stuff coming into this game. Now, this is the earliest of early access. It is currently $30 on Steam, and while I would recommend not necessarily diving into it right away, this is one of those games that I would highly suggest you keep your eye on. I will show you throughout a short gameplay session here why this is really early access. There's a lot of stuff that really prevents it from rising too high in the absolute must-buy right now list, but its potential is so enormous that I cannot help but say keep your eyes peeled for this one. So we'll go ahead and start up a new game. Now, right now, the only options we have are this square right here. You can't click anywhere else. We can't, embark anywhere else. And a lot like you might look at an embark screen for Dwarf Fortress, you get everything you need to know on the left-hand side. The biome you're in, the wildlife that you're most likely to come across, other notes as far as timber, minerals, all that stuff. There's rumors of fish people around. And then, of course, the loadout. And we're gonna be starting with 14 colonists, 3 brave soldiers, and a sundry of supplies as befas its expedition of the size. We can't rename any of the stuff, and we can't mess with the loadout, though I have a feeling this is something we're going to be able to tinker with prior to actually embarking when the game is further along in development. But as of right now, you kind of can think of this as like a demo as to what's coming along. This is the only thing you can actually play on, but it provides a good variety to make every playthrough in this particular version of early access subsequently different. So let's set course for adventure. We'll let the load world up, and I'll see you on the other side. And here we are. Welcome to Clockwork Empires. It is an isometric 3D game with some animations. We are paused right now, and the game actually looks pretty okay. It's not amazing looking, but it does its job at presenting a cartoony, characteristic, simplistic look, that way avoiding the need to really implement a gigantic amount of details into the graphical prowess of this game as it is. As far as I can tell, the general area is pretty randomized every time we load up. It does look a little different than last time I was here. And these are our people. We'll go through the kind of the HUD, and we'll talk about the people and stuff. So right away, we'll say, I'll tell you, every single person here, much like games like this, have their own unique personalities. If we click on this guy right here, for instance, Mordecai Soldierwick, he's a laborer. That's his current position within this colony. He's part of Mr. Bronzecord's Pleasant Wheels. We'll talk about this in a second. He's not doing anything right now. These are his traits. He's an inordinate fondness for beetles, so he really likes beetles. Collecting, categorizing, make little beetle hats. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what that does, but that's what he likes. He's brutish. This person tends to solve life's problems by hitting them, so we can assume he'll more likely be prone to hitting somebody if he doesn't like them. And he has interest in exotic wilderness, so this person is happiest lost in the woods or the swamp or the forest, whatever. And he has memories, so every person here has memories. They will remember things that happened to them, which, is another unique flair that this game brings. It's all about their moods, their personalities will change based on the memories they have. Now, of course, they just left and just landed on this area to start a colony, so their memories are brief. But this guy had an unpleasant journey due to fear of airship travel, so he hates traveling on airships, so he had an unpleasant journey. I don't know what that means, but it means something. If we go over here and click this woman, she's a laborer. She's part of Mrs. Orr's Upright Tax. These are all randomly generated work groups. She's gossiping with somebody right now. She is easily influenced. She is Epicurean, which Epicurean. This person enjoys the finer things in food and drink. Glutton, don't be so gosh. So she's gonna be hard to please if we only have cheap stuff. And she has obsequious. She's an obsequious bootlicker. This person is constantly toadying up to his betters, the little swat, which makes sense. So she'll, and I guess, sniff the ass of those who are better than her, and then hopefully she'll get to live lavishly through them. She has 2 memories, it looks like. She had an unpleasant journey to the frontier due to dreams haunted by mysterious dark figures. Great. I don't know what that means, but hey, this is what I'm talking about, the weird shit. And she had a conversation about the hardships of the upper class lately. Oh, she's talking right here. So all this, you know, uniqueness plays into how each character is going to play. Up at the top, we'll have our toggle building view, whether we can see in through the walls, roofs, and all that stuff. The game is paused. The number of people we have in our colony right now, so with the 3 soldiers and the workers and all that, we have a total of 17. This is prestige. I don't know what this means quite yet. These are our list of colonists and what they're doing in their rank. Commodities, basically everything we started with. So we got a few copper pipes, some iron pipes, brass cogs, a couple pistols, a couple muskets, some bricks, some logs, some planks, copper plates, some bread, and some other stuff. So that's our commodities right now. That's what we got sent with. A work crews, which is organically generated as you play. So there will be people who take the rule of overseer. He will run his own work crew. Now what that means, I'm not entirely sure, but he will form a work crew, and then people will join that work crew. And this is the stuff that they end up doing. Like this guy right here, they will do everything except hunt. They will do everything except hunt. They will do everything except hunt. And you can go all the way down up until you come across the soldiers, who will also do everything except hunt. This is an area where you can really kind of make micromanage rather what each group is doing, so you're not, you know, they're not all wandering off doing their own things. And if I was playing a much more detailed, intricate playthrough of the game, this is something I would probably work on, but for now, not going to worry about it. And then, of course, the jobs, which we have military jobs, but there's no jobs right now. And that's that, as far as that's concerned. In the bottom, we have the ability to look at our military and have them do stuff like rally in an area. We can give commands like to explore an area, because everything is fog of war, unlike other games like this. We have zones and construction, so if I want to make a farm, a stockpile, a graveyard, all that good stuff, we can do it. And then, of course, the buildings. These are the buildings for now. As far as I understand, these are the only buildings you can build for now. I presume as time goes on, we'll be able to build more and more stuff. But for now, this is all we can do. So let's start playing. Let's play as we normally would. So I'm going to go ahead and make a stockpile really quickly. We'll go ahead and drag this down. We'll make a nice 5 by 5 stockpile. It won't go any further than that. That's weird. Let's try and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think that because that graph is not working. So let's try again. This being alpha, keep in mind, this being alpha, this game is definitely rough around the edges as it stands. There have been frequent crashes. It is incredibly unoptimized. Shit like this happens all the time, where I'm not clicking and it'll just kind of do its own thing. Like I can't even, like, it's moving really awkwardly. I'm not sure. You can see graphical glitches and stuff. So keep that in mind. If you are planning on jumping in right away, that this is a very, very early build of this game. That'll be our stockpile for now, so we'll go ahead and do that. Again, a lot of the polish is really lacking. One of the big things that's lacking too is just optimization. This game definitely runs really, really slowly. It is a game that, even when I'm not recording with fraps, will run at maybe 40 frames a second, frequently dipping below 30. So again, if you have a lower end computer, and I have a pretty high end computer, I highly doubt it will work exceptionally well. All right, so with that going on, let's also go ahead and do some stuff in the nature. So we have some berry bushes over here. We can do a box drag. Now, as soon as I start box dragging in this game, it drops to like 11 frames a second. That is pretty fucking horrendous. But again, something that I assume will be fixed. You can box drag or you can click. So if we want to just click on this bush, we have a couple options. We can just clear it or we can forage it. Or I can box drag, select multiple things, and have them just claim a straight up forage. And whatever I end up box dragging, which means berry bushes and the fungus in the background, they will automatically start going and foraging. We'll also go ahead and give the orders to chop some trees. Hey, look, a dodo bird. We could hunt it if we really wanted to, a couple dodo birds. So that being said and that being done, they're all moving things to the stockpile. let's go ahead and set up a building. So if we go to buildings, let's get a carpentry workshop going. So the way buildings are placed is a little bit different than, say, something like Banished, in that it's way more customizable. You can lay out your format of how you want it to be built, and then you can make it and break it from there. So, whoa, let's pause it. Let's cancel. Hang on. We have a hostile fish person. A hostile fish person is menacing your colonists. Left click to zoom, right click to dismiss. Is he dead? It looks like the soldiers may have killed him. I actually don't know if I can do anything with him. So a fish person showed up. It looks like I got his ass kicked. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a carpentry workshop, shall we? So we'll make a new one. So like I said, you lay out the floor plan. And then from there... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll make it 5 by 5. And then from there, you can customize it. So if you want a big-ass workshop with multiple different areas for people to work their carpentry skills, you can do that. If you want a small one for individual ones, you can do that too. So the construction requirements are going to take 2 logs, which we have. We'll go ahead and hit done. And then it'll bring us to step 2, modules. So in order for this to be considered a carpentry workshop, it requires both a carpentry workbench and a lower class door. So let's go ahead and put a lower class door down, and we'll put down a carpentry workbench. As you can see, if we rotate this, it'll show the area that needs to be accessible with a green dot. So we'll go ahead and put that in the back. And then there are other things we can add as well, like a loading bay door, a power saw, a standing desk. I don't know what exactly these do because I really haven't messed with them too much. You can also add like lamps and stuff, which will, like an exterior lamp, will go on the outside of the building, while paintings could go on the inside. So you can do a lot of customization, and presumably it just works with their happiness and so on. But let's go ahead and hit done. It'll lay down the foundation automatically, and once I unpause, they will go and start working on it. And once this is up, this will allow us to build other things. It's pretty straightforward. Also, you can take a look at all this. This is like a nice box of things that have happened. So beginning of day 1, all that good stuff. All right, so they're going to go ahead and start bringing stuff over here and start building and so on. And people are going to continue to forage. Let's go ahead and give the orders to explore just a little bit over that way. Hopefully we have people who will explore. And if I wanted to, we could drop a farm down. Now, I've never really effectively used farms before, but I'm going to try and drop one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a yak that moved in. 2, 3, 4. Looks like those people are talking about occultish type things. And now we can plant some cabbage. Let's go ahead and plant some cabbage. Oh, looks like we have another fish person. And this guy's already there taking care of it. And building is complete, so the walls are all set. As you can see, though, we haven't got... Oh, they're building a painting, even though I said no painting. Oh, weird. But they are building the workshop in there now. So this guy's going to go ahead and presumably just shoot him. And he is going to take the longest death of his life, and he will die. Let's see, he's got memories. She enjoyed the view of the frontier. She had a conversation about the hardships of life. And spiritually inclined. So, again, something we can look at is just, like, how the people like each other. Don't know if there's anything we could do with this, with this yak. Probably hunt it, presumably. But other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and forage these areas as well. And she's going to go ahead and start building this. We can also go ahead and start working on maybe making a kitchen, too, to get cooking. But they are going to make some food, which is great. Metalworks. Lower class house. That's something we're going to want to get up early as a lower class house. In fact, let's get a lower class house up and immediately. So we got lower, middle, and upper class homes. Don't really have the, the resources to make the upper class house. So let's go ahead and make a lower class house. It'll be a big, basically, dormitory room where everybody can do stuff. Again, finicky UI here. It's not working all the time. So we want to draw it out nice and long. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we'll go ahead and drag it out that way, I guess. So it'll require 5 wood to do, which we should be okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then it needs at least a cot and a door. So we'll go ahead and plop in a door. And then we'll start putting cots in. So we'll put a cot there. A cot there. Just one place for people to sleep. We'll have to make a couple of lower class houses. Just so people have room. But this is going to be big enough, it looks like, to fit a total of 10 beds. So hopefully they can sleep in shifts, because that's how it's going to look like it's going to work. So we're going to need a bunch of iron and all kinds of stuff. So with that being done, let's go ahead and mine surface nodes. That tells me there might be like lower Z levels, which would be awesome. Looks like another fish person. I think that's a fish person. He's a different looking fish person. Wow. And he went down. Did he actually hit the guy? It doesn't look like it. This guy's a mushroom lover, big game hunter. All right, good. We did explore out that way. People are mining away. Good lower class home. Let's continue to give commands to explore a bit this way so we can see some stuff. People are mining away. Let's take a look at our commodities real quick. This is something I'd love to see later on too, is like a quick menu of like commodities that I could have. Again, obviously that could be something they plan on doing and I just don't know it. But to just have to click, and this is a little extra step that I'd rather not take. Iron pipe. So we're gonna need metalworking, I think, is the next building we're gonna want. So we also have, it looks like, oh, that's the regular fish person. So let's get rid of the commodities here. Let's get a metal workstation up. We will do it. I can't see anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and click done. We'll do what we did last time. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Oh, this goes on the outside? Smithing forge? Oh, okay. No. It's like the inside and the outside. Okay, cool. So as you can see, so this thing needs like a chimney on the outside, so it's going to require extra space. So we're going to put that there. I don't know what a standing desk does. I'm not going to do it, so we'll go ahead and put that down. So that is the foundation that is going to require the chimney to go up as well. Let's go ahead and chop down these trees. Clear out a nice area. We'll forage these black mushrooms. We'll chop down the aspens over there. Just clearing out an area and making this kind of a pleasant place to live. I really like just the aesthetic of this game. This guy's just straight up chilling. I don't think we have enough for cots yet, and that might be the problem. But with this, hopefully we'll be able to get it going. So I don't know what he's thinking about. Workshop, carpentry workshop, order products, make planks. Okay, so can't really do anything about it right now. Hopefully he just starts doing it on his own. I really think this game has a ton of potential. With some even with just some simple optimizations, the alpha could be a lot of fun. So he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he is thinking. I like how there's a painting in there. Totally didn't mean to have a painting in there. Because I didn't even click it. It just kind of happened. A little bit frustrating. But oh well. Is that a fish person? It's a fish person. Building complete. Metalworks is done. Except for the actual metalworking part, which will hopefully get something down there. People really super happy. He's running in fear because there's just a fish dude walking around. Can I actually... I wish I could... So you can mark somebody for Frontier Justice if they're having problems, if they're being a problem. And a Frontier Justice means you can kill them. But I can't do that with enemies, which is really annoying. I wish I could click on them and just be like, go kill that enemy. So this building's bigger than this one because I misjudged it because the wall didn't come down when I was building. Would really like to see that if I'm building behind or close to another building. It would just bring that wall down just so I can see where I'm building and can align it. Because I'm dumb and I don't know otherwise. Let's get those being mined out now. So nighttime has come. We have a couple cots at least, so that's something. That's a fish person who's just glitching through the foundation. Let's give us a graveyard zone. Just see if we can do something with it. Maybe we can bury some people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a graveyard zone. Can I actually do anything with it? Does not look like it. Let's go ahead and make more farm. And this we can do like wheat, I guess. We're gonna want a kitchen, I think, next. All right, so we got some metalworking done. That's useful. Let's actually chop this tree down. I like the little cogwheel. It's cute. All right, so they're taking some nappage. We need more. They're talking about... Let's see. She had a conversation about secrets of forbidden knowledge lately. She had a conversation about something strange she heard about lately. So it looks like some shit's going on. I don't know exactly what can happen. We're gonna have to keep an eye on them. See what they start talking about. I think I would like to play this game and start with a lower number of colonists because I'd like to get to know them a little bit better. And just understand their thought processes, but they're having so many so early is a problem. So it looks like we have another one. Another fish guy dropping down. He's foraging away. Get rid of that stump so we can build over here. Another fish person. Jesus, man. Let's go ahead and give the commands to explore over here so we can see it. Why did he put his gun? Why are they putting their gun down? The hell? What? These guys just all put their guns down. I think they go. Oh, I think they're going to sleep. So they just put their guns on the ground while they go to bed. Well, at least they are taking their time. Let's do a little renovation here. We could actually put a loading bay door in. And a loading bay door, I think, helps move things in quickly. In order to make this, though, how much would it cost? It doesn't even tell me. Let's just put one down. And the game crashed. Well, I'll be right back. Pardon me. Welcome back. Things look a little different. It's because they are. Game doesn't autosave, so I played a little bit to catch up to kind of where I was, but wanted to keep recording so you guys could see. So, we've got the workshop up. I got a kitchen going up instead of the metalworking shop. I got a stockpile. And over here, we got fish people caviar, apparently. No idea what that is. It's other than gross, so we got a farm up and running. I got people working. Let's just keep going for a little while, shall we? That's what I want to do. Let's give the commands to continue to explore. At least off in that direction anyway. And I don't need a graveyard right now, so let's keep that off. And I think I do want a metalworking station, though. So... Oh, the other thing I want to do is renovate, which allows us to do additions onto a building, like I said prior. And I wanted to get a loading bay door in, I think, is what I was trying to do before. So let's get that done. With a loading bay door, which automatically happens, apparently, should make things easier, I presume. Makes things easier to bring in, I'm assuming. Door just opened up automatically. Weird. Oh, no, they're building it. They haven't built it yet. I think they're placing it there and building it. She just put her shovel down. Again, a lot of the AI, a lot of the pathfinding is really, really rough. But it's still such a promising game. A game that I can't help but find myself smiling, even though it's really rough. Alright, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want, like, there. Okay, let's go done. A door, and then cots all the way around. We need to go one more. We needed to go one more out. Again, I think it needs a little bit more finesse. The building structure kind of situation needs a little bit more finesse. But I mean, a good step is they do splay out the grid in front of you, so. I think that's good. I went 5 down. I don't think I'm doing the same amount I did last time. I'm not. I also don't like that stupid yaks, that I have to click every time I want to put down a cot. I'd love to just put down as many cots as the game would let me. But we should be good to put down, I think, the same amount of cots as last time. Ooh, there might not be... Oh, I needed to go down one more. So I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to go down 7. So we'll do that again. Keep going, guys. Keep doing your thing. I'm just being silly here and fucking up everything. So they're going off to kill somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody freaking out because this fish, people. That should be good. Should be. I say should be, but we'll see. 1, 2, boom. Acquiring lots and lots and lots of, come on. Planks, but we have the woodworking area down, so we should be fine. There we go. I needed the hallway there so they could walk down and, you know, come down here and sit on their cots if they need it. So we're probably going to need 10 planks total to get all these cots up. Oh, shit. There we go. Done. So we'll get that underway. Let's give the order to chop down some trees. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you the save function. So it doesn't automatically save. Hell, you can't even name your save. The save, I think, just got fixed in version 30B. But when you go ahead and save, it takes 10.5 years to save. It takes a long time. But this is one of those games that if you do, for some reason, really think you want to go dive into this game right now because you want to help develop it, not necessarily because you want to play it, this is you got to keep in mind that this is, you should be saving often. It's really rough. So we're at the beginning of day 2. I know we can get immigrants that show up, so that's something that can happen and will happen, I do believe, over time. Let's keep chopping down more trees. Make sure we have that going nicely. Stockpile in the middle here is going to serve its purpose, though. Let's go ahead and set the forage for these two and see what the kind of caviar that can provide. So we do have a kitchen now, which is awesome. No dining room or anything. I don't know if that's actually important or not. And then after that, we could get a ceramics workshop, a refinery, but we could get, I think metalworks is going to be important for all of us, just to get better buildings and stuff in here. In fact, if I wanted to put in a power saw, what would that even require? A lot of space. It doesn't even tell me. Oh, and the game crashed again. I will, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. It's obviously does not want to work well with me right now. I expect this because things do crash. The game is gonna crash quite often, so don't get mad or upset. It is, again, one of the earliest alphas I've ever played. That being said, the game is incredibly promising. Keep your eye on it. I will definitely be revisiting this game over time to see how it's come along, to see how far in development it's come. And I will do more videos on it as the game develops and let you know when I think, if you're into those early access games, it's time for you to dive in. But right now, super duper early access, but still incredibly promising. So check it out, guys. Clockwork Empires. The link will be in the description below if you really want to go grab it. Like I said, it's 30 bucks right now. You can go take a look and I'd say follow its progress. If you enjoyed this video and want more like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.